Welcome to my channel. Today I will tell you about a new and very effective method that can root unrooted orchids. You can root your rootless orchids quickly in just sand. I rooted this orchid you see in the sand. Look, it has grown both new leaves and new roots. I'm washing it to show you closer. You can root orchids that have no roots in many ways. I have many videos about it on my channel. Today I wanted to show you how orchids take root. Grow new roots and new leaves, especially in sand. Look, these softened leaves get hard, especially in this method, and they get new roots and new leaves. I will show you how I did it right away. If you have orchids that do not have any roots in this way, their roots rot and dry completely, we can root such orchids quickly. For this you need to check the roots of the orchid. As you can see, there is a sponge inside. The biggest reason for the decay of orchids is the sponge inside. That is, it becomes this with excess water collection due to irrigation alone. Look, the roots inside the orchid are completely dry. And when we pull the roots, it becomes a string. This shows that the roots are not alive and are now dry. That's why we cut off all the roots of this type of orchid. So I cut off all the roots. There are only 2 roots left. Look, there are branches of dried flowers. We also cut the dried flower branches. I want to show you especially closely. When I cut this root, there is green in it. So let me show that this is alive. So I won't cut these 2 roots. I'll leave it for the orchid to root. What we need is a plastic orchid pot. It should have a transparent bottom hole. I use gravel to create drainage at the bottom and so that the sand does not drain. You can use gravel to create drainage this way. I put sand on it. This is the sand used in constructions. Now we put the sand in the flower pot. If you put the sand in a slightly wet, you can fit it into the pot better, because when it is dry, it does not pull its weight down completely. And I place my orchid in the middle of the pot. Yes, I planted the orchid in the pot. Look, this way the sand should reach the body part. You can water it and put it on a windowsill that gets plenty of light. If your sand is wet, you need to water it. You can water it this way. I will share with you the development of this orchid in months. I shared with you all the stages of my dying orchid. Within 3 months, my orchid produced a new flower branch. It is now budded and has produced new leaves. Its leaves were lifeless and soft. As you can see, the soft one left one of its dying leaves and instead it has now produced 3 leaves. It also produced new roots. It had only 2 dead roots. But as you can see, the orchid in the sand developed rapidly and formed its roots. I'm going to put water on the sand and take it out of the pot to show you the roots more closely. At this stage, you need to remove it carefully, because the roots can break. Yes, I took out the roots of my orchid. Look, it has many new roots. Now I'm going to pour some water over the roots to show it more closely. Our orchid had no roots. As you can see, it has grown new roots. These are the newly emerging roots. Look, these are the roots in the pot. These roots are enough for our orchid to be planted in a new pot. After this stage, if the roots remain in the sand, they cannot get enough air, and its development may stall. Therefore, after this stage, you can either plant the orchid in a new pot, or like me, put some water in a plastic transparent glass and apply aquaculture. After this stage, I want to grow this orchid only in water culture. Pine bark if you want. You can also plant this orchid in a new pot with coconut shell or clay ball. I will not remove it from here and will I grow this orchid in water culture. Orchids can only grow in aquaculture. Look, the trick in water culture is we don't put too much water. You can put water only with the root ends in the water. And at this stage you can add water as the water runs out over. In both water culture, the roots will breathe better and develop faster. After this stage, you should definitely leave it close to the window that receives plenty of light. I hope this video has been useful for you. If you have watched my video so far and liked it, you can click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you do not subscribe to my channel. You can make lots of comments and ask questions in the comments section. Don't forget to turn on the ringtone in the right corner to be notified of my new videos. Goodbye and stay healthy.